You work hard, you save your money, and yet the dream your parents took for granted, owning a home, feels like an impossible fantasy. You're told you're not saving enough, or that you want too much. But that's a lie. The game has been rigged against you. In this report, we expose the untold story of how an entire generation was systematically priced out of a home.
It wasn't always this way. For decades, there was a simple golden rule of home ownership. You could afford a house that cost about 3 times your annual household income. If your family made $60,000 a year, you could buy a $180,000 house. It was the bedrock of the American middle class. But today, that rule is completely broken. The median house price is no longer 3 times the median income. In many cities, it's 8, 10, or even 15 times higher. So what happened?
The first culprit appeared after the 2008 financial crisis. To save the economy, the U.S. Federal Reserve did something unprecedented. They dropped interest rates to nearly zero. This made borrowing money incredibly cheap. It was like opening the floodgates and pouring trillions of dollars of easy money into the financial system. This cheap money had to go somewhere, and while some of it went into the stock market, a huge portion of it went looking for something safe, stable, and real. It went looking for houses.
And this is where our second villain enters the story. The masters of finance on Wall Street saw all this cheap money and realized they could get into a new business, being America's landlord. Giant private equity firms, most famously Blackstone, created subsidiaries that used this cheap money to buy up tens of thousands of single-family homes across the country, especially after the 2008 crash. Their strategy was simple: buy homes, never sell them, and rent them back to the very people who were trying to buy them. This created artificial scarcity and pushed prices into the stratosphere.
So now you have a perfect storm. Regular families trying to buy a home with a normal salary are now competing against giant multi-billion-dollar corporations with access to unlimited cheap money. You never had a chance. The dream wasn't just made more expensive, it was bought out from under you and turned into a financial asset on a Wall Street spreadsheet. So is the dream dead forever? Or will the system, which has pushed an entire generation towards renting, finally have to break? That is the untold story we will continue to report on. Subscribe to stay informed.